The summer series is off to a great start. Tomorrow at 10 a.m. at the AMP, June 24th. There will be story time with Laura Rayner out there. So if you are around, join us for story time. Check out the Brighton City website for updates and all of the summer series. Thank you.
Mayor Pro Tem.
Nothing from planning.
While you were talking there, Councilmember Pettengill, in regards to the Optimist Fishing Derby, I started to do some quick math, and I remember as a young kid going to the fishing derby, and I was probably about 10, and I quickly did the math and realized that I might have been one of those poor kids. But on a little bit more serious of a note here, it's truly a privilege to be elected by our community, for us all to sit up here and to be up here amongst such great staff, great people, and great citizens that we have here in Brighton. We all take time out of our schedules to be here, and we all make sacrifices to be here. And the sacrifices that some of us make and many of us make to be here is we sacrifice time with our families. And I know that it's something we choose to do, but I think that it is important that we take the time and thank all of our families for giving us the opportunity to take time from our busy lives to sit up here. Some of us have young kids, some of us have older kids, some of us have lots of kids and everything in between. Husbands, grandkids, everything. But it takes time, and it's a statement of dedication to our community and helping to make things better every step of the way. And so I just want to express my gratitude to each one of your families for allowing us and giving the city of Brighton a gift of your time and their time. So thank you to all your families, staff included. With that, we'll go ahead and move on to item number 7, which is staff updates. Manager Molta.
Thank you, Mayor Toby. Clerk Brown.
Actually just one right now. We are currently being recorded via Teams. I am unable to get the OBS system working to stream on YouTube, but I'll post it onto YouTube right after this meeting.
Chief Parkville.
Thank you, Manager Gomolka. Just 2 quick updates. First, I'd like to advise council last week, June 16, 17, 18, myself, Sergeant Miller and Officer Eccles were able to attend the SEPA conference, which stands for School Educator Police Liaison Association. We had the honor and privilege of training 123 police officers from around the state who are school resource officers and active assailant training. Sometimes it's the only training they get throughout the year in that discipline, as well as bring in several keynote speakers to talk on school safety topics. Also, as we approach July 4th, please be safe. Read up on your local ordinances and state laws about what's permitted and not permitted as far as it pertains to fireworks use. Please be mindful of your neighbors, especially those who are veterans. Explosions, fireworks might trigger some things. Just be mindful, be careful, and be safe, and have a very happy 4th of July.
Thank you. Community Development Agent Ruthven.
Just a quick update. As you know, the concert series began Thursday night. I thought we had a pretty decent turnout for that one for a Thursday night. There was a lot of people downtown. And it doesn't start this Saturday, but if you're looking for a more relaxing sound around Milton, we will be having acoustic duets and people of that nature as part of the series on Saturday nights at the Fire Pit. I believe it doesn't start for another week or 2.
Thank you.
Thank you. And in conjunction with that, I just want to say this coming Thursday, the band is Stone for Blossoms. It'll be this week at 7 p.m. And as a reminder to the community, we have merchandise that has the concert series logo on it, both the hats and t-shirts that have the whole lineup on the back. And that's to raise funds for the fireworks fund that Taste of Brighton puts on. And we'll put that towards their fund for their fireworks. And that's, I'll jump back. I saw there was a question for Mike.
Is that a question? I just wanted to add, if you're talking about activities at the AMP, it's not a concert, but it's music and it's dancing and it's fun to watch. The dance project is there on Mondays and You know, the AMP, I just feel like there's a lot going on at the AMP this year, so I just wanted to add that in as well for Monday night. Director Bench.
Good evening, everyone. A couple things to keep you up to date on. 7th Street construction is now started this week. So they're milling it as we speak, trying to wrap it, the milling up tonight. Hopefully they can get it done. And then water main construction will start after that. Tip and fog seal has started as well, started last week. Everyone be careful. We have 11 streets we're doing. It's loose gravel. Let me explain the process here real quick. They'll go down, they'll put an emulsion down on the road, then they'll spread the gravel. And then we need traffic on those roads because that helps pack it into the road. And then they'll come back, sweep everything up, all the loose stone, and then they'll spray it with a fog seal to tighten everything up. It basically winds up looking like a new surface of the road. It's for asphalt protection essentially is what it is. So please be patient. It is dusty when it goes down. Well, we're gonna have some rain in between here, so it's about a week process, 2-week process, depending on the weather. So please be patient. Again, we have signs out in those areas for loose gravel, motorcycles, please be careful. Additionally, crack seal is gonna be back in town next week to do some additional crack seal in Grand River, 2nd Street, some other areas. So that's about it. Hopefully we get it all done before the painters get in. But the city is painting a lot of our own stuff in the areas, crosswalks downtown. We did all downtown. We're still working our way out the railroad crossings and those things in different areas, crosswalk and Bright Lake Road. The weather's been playing with us a little bit here. Some of these roads, we bring crews in at night to try to get some of these knocked out. So we're still working on it, but hopefully we can get the rest of this done before it really starts moving. So, yeah.
What streets have received the chip and fog seal treatment so far?
Okay, so church has received it. Figure out right now. Where else where I can say bounce around Spring Hill, D-side. I think those are the only 3 that I can think of on top of my head. I know they're gonna try to get down to the tree because it's a long stretch.
I was on another tree today. It looked like they had done some extensive chip seal. It looked like.
Yeah, they did some spray patch getting it ready. Yeah, so they're ready for that. So the weather's kind of throwing them a little bit here. They'll be in everywhere and said it's inconvenient, we know, but it is a really good treatment. And it does work. You just gotta be patient with us.
Councilman Pringles and right interior guard as well.
There you go. So they're getting, we have 11 streets total, so I'm trying to stretch out the lifetime of the
Thank you.
things.
Sorry to put you on the spot.
No worries.
I just have a couple updates and they're all sort of related to 4th of July, America's 250. One thing is we are having a pancake breakfast right here at City Hall on the 4th of July in the morning from 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. We will be cooking and serving on the grounds just outside here. I guess that's the south side of the City Hall building. You can come up. We were initially going to charge $5 per person. However, we received cash donation from Explore Brighton Howell. We received donation for the propane tanks for cooking from Corrigan Oil, and we are most likely still finalizing donation of the sausage. And so because of those donations, we'll be able to offer the pancake breakfast free to the community. We will be accepting again donations towards the fireworks fund, should anybody wish to make donations. And that being said, so everybody knows the fireworks are on July 11th. You can view them right down here. They'll be shot off from the Mill Pond, and those are sponsored by the Merchant Group, Believe in Brighton, at their Taste of Brighton events. I just want to thank, actually, we have committee absent Patty Thomas here this evening for the pancake breakfast. We have Nancy Greenberg, who happens to be here from the Brighton Area Historical Society, and Clerk Brown and Councilmember Gardner, and myself. So we're excited to have that for the community on the morning of July 4th. And also just wanted to give a thank you to the Garden Club. Once again, they're doing their gnome project. They have gnomes here around City Hall, at the Sculpture Garden, at the library as well. And you can pick up the form that lists all the gnomes here at City Hall or the library. I think they even have a digital way You can scan the QR here at City Hall on the form to pull up the digital checklist to go find the notes. But also this year, I don't know if you've noticed, but behind City Hall facing the mill pond on our property, they put a red, white, and blue garden in celebration of America's 250. It's a red wagon with some red, white, and blue flowers. So we just want to thank them again for helping to beautify the city. That's all I have.
Justin. All right. With those great updates, everyone, lots of things happening here, especially in the next couple of weeks. With that, we'll go ahead and move on to item number 8, which is a call to the public. Is there anyone in the public that wishes to speak? Please step forward.
I'm gonna jump ahead of everybody.
Please state your name and address for the record.
And I
And
just talk here for.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
you'll have up to 3 minutes to speak.
Okay, my name is Nancy Fredberg. I live at 218 Sisseton Knoll. But I am the current president of the Brighton Area Historical Society. So we like to come periodically to let you know how we appreciate you guys and what we do to help the city and preserve its history. So, we want to thank you guys for the carpet. You've done great, and it looks beautiful in there if you have not stepped in there. Recently, everyone has seen that we put the silhouettes back up. I'm always encouraged and smiling when I actually see people stopping to read the history of it. So I hope you guys still like that project. We did a big cemetery cleanup a month ago. We took out a lot of the scrub trees from the hill. And then Cheryl Stockwell joined us later in the day to do their annual cleanup and did their get their volunteer hours in. So we had a great jewelry sale. We do that for the first week of May. That helped us able to paint our Lions School inside and out and do some other repairs. Which always, if you guys, any of you guys own old houses, you know what I'm talking about. Never a project that is not always completed. I want to encourage all you guys to come into Kobach for the 250th. I thought we have an outstanding display. Many of them are, but this one I'm very, very pleased with. We have some historic flags, a 48 star flag and so forth, and we've gotten a really good response, people coming in to see those displayed there. The biggest thing came across a new book, a publisher, that we have nothing to do with this book, but it's called Small Town Michigan by Amy Piper. Well, there's only about 80 something. Brighton got highlighted in it. So beautiful Mill Pond picture and picture of Kobach. So I'm just very pleased, but some of the cities, Frankenmuth, Boyne City, Indian River, Williamston, just to name a few. I am giving the city 2 copies, so hopefully you don't mind sharing. But I mean, we had nothing to do with it. We don't know this author or anything. I did email the editor because they have an error. Our city was not named by a Mr. Porter. And so we think she just took it from the internet or something. But I did ask if they did a reprint, if they could make that correction for us. But a lot of people won't even notice. But since we're in history, you know, gotta try to put our 2 cents in. But we hope you appreciate what we do, and we just love being here, part of Brighton and saving its history and talking to people about it. So anyway, I'll give these to Gretchen, and then she can be the keeper of them. Anybody have any questions?
Fortunately, it's a one-way dialogue, Nancy, but
No problem. Thank you.
Mayor, I do have one question, if you remind, if it's,
if you don't mind holding it till you.
Sure.
Anyone else in the public that wishes to speak? Anyone else in the public that wishes to speak? Third and final call. Anyone else in the public that wishes to speak? Very well, we'll go ahead and move on from call to the public. Councilmember Albert, if you have something.
yeah, it's just one question, this could be for Nancy or I guess anyone else. Just for the 250th exhibit, what are the hours, just for the public, that the Kobach Center is open? If someone wants to come in and check out the exhibit, what are the hours of the Kobach Center?
We are open Wednesday through Sunday, Wednesday through Friday, 5 to 8. Saturday, 11 to 5, Sunday, 2 to 5.
I'm assuming that's posted somewhere online or.
Yeah, it's on our website, it's on the Kobach website, and it's also in the window.
Got it. Thank you.
So I'm gonna repeat that in the microphone so that on the recording, it is for the Kobach hours to see the display is Wednesday through Friday, 5 to 8 p.m., Saturday, 11 a.m. to 5 p.m., and Sunday, 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. You can also check their hours on their website.
Thank you, Commissioner Volkman. All right, we will now move on to the next section of tonight's agenda, which is under new business, and that is to consider approval of a parking lot agreement and lease with the State Land Bank Authority, DC Brighton LLC, and DM Brighton LLC. Commissioner Volkman.
Thank you, Mayor Toby. This item is before you this evening. There is a parking lot that probably many in the community are familiar with. It had briefly been a pay lot. It used to be an unpaved lot that the city leased through the DDA, had leased from a private owner who then sold that property to a private entity. The parking lot has been striped, but it is a private parking lot. And so the city has been working with the owners on a lease, and it is a no cost lease to the city other than the maintenance of plowing, mowing, salting, and general just maintenance to the asphalt as may come up like our other parking lots. We wanted to enter into this lease to ensure that that lot can remain public and open to the public as a parking lot, and that's what this lease is accomplishing.
Council, questions? Mayor Pro Tem?
I think I'll rephrase the question. Seeing that the Michigan State Land Bank is involved, and reading through the lease agreement, at what point do we anticipate the Michigan State Land Bank not being part of this lease?
They have indicated to us that they will be transferring the parcel back to the original owner, which is DA Building and their subsidiaries that are in the lease here by December 1st, which is tax day, or December 31st. So at some point between now and then, it will be transferred back.
And at that point, my memory serves me correct, going through the lease agreement, that as long as the state land bank is involved, there's no tax payments involved with this.
While it's owned by the State Land Bank Authority, it is non-taxable, but as soon as it's transferred back, it'll become taxable, and that tax day is the end, December 31st of every year. So it will be transferred back before tax day, which would assess the taxes for the next year, so they will be taxable again for.
Thank you.
Any other questions from council? Attorney Gibbs?
Gretchen did an excellent job of summing it up. This formalized, I mean, the public has been using this parking lot for the past couple of months. This formalizes that continued public access to the lot.
Okay, great. Thank you very much. Would anyone like to make a motion?
I'd like a motion to approve the agreement and lease with the State Land Bank Authority, DC Brighton LLC, and DMW Brighton LLC to provide public parking at 300 West North Street.
Second.
Motion made by Councilmember Albert, seconded by Councilmember Pettingill, and third by Councilmember Kirchner. Any discussion on the motion? Hearing none, all those in favor?
Aye.
Those opposed? Hearing none, the ayes have it, motion passes. Thank you, council. Item number 10 is to consider approval to proceed with Net2Phone implementation contingent upon satisfactory legal and financial review of the final agreement. Manager Wilson.
Yes, thank you again, Mayor Toby. Glenn Brown and myself have been working for several months evaluating different phone carriers. We haven't been entirely satisfied with our current carrier for various reasons. But one of the biggest is just how cumbersome their backend system is to use, as well as, the cost and the features that are available. As we started looking at some other companies for a comparable cost, we have more available to us within their system, such as a mobile app that allows your work phone to ring on your cell phone, and when you call out from your cell phone, it dials that you're calling from work, so that you can make a business call, not have to use a personal cell phone on the caller ID. And it just, they seem to be a little more streamlined, where we make a change on a phone number and it goes through every portion of the system, whereas the current system, we have to go to the users and change something, then we have to go into the phone number and make a change, and then you have to go into the extension and make a change, and this all just happens seamlessly with, the company we're proposing to go with, which is Net2Phone. In order to avoid an automatic 2-year renewal, we have to make, notification to our current carrier a month ahead of time, and if we wait until our next city council meeting, we will pass that 30-day window. Attorney Davis has already taken one walkthrough of the agreement and has just a couple questions we want to clarify with the company. Clerk Brown and I are meeting with the representatives later this week, Thursday, just to finalize our questions. And if we're satisfied that financially it makes sense, it's within budget and is net neutral or better, and if Attorney Davis ends up good with all the changes in her requests, that you pre-authorize us to execute that agreement if we come to all those terms. But one other thing, we do anticipate it costing not more, probably less, but at least equivalent. We don't anticipate any increase by switching.
Council, any questions? Just from my seat, if this all goes successfully and we end up signing one, I wish you a very successful port. Okay. Council, anyone like to make the motion?
I'll make a motion to proceed with the Net2Phone implementation contingent upon satisfactory legal and financial review of the final agreement.
Support. Motion made by Councilmember Gardner, supported by Councilmember Smith. Any discussion on the motion? Attorney Gibbs?
I might offer a friendly amendment. I guess I can offer, but I would encourage one of you to offer the friendly amendment that you authorize the mayor or Gretchen to execute the agreement.
I'd like to make a friendly amendment to the motion to authorize the mayor or our city manager to exercise to execute the agreement.
The motion amendment has been offered. Does the motion maker accept the motion?
Yes, I do. Thank you.
Does the motion seconder accept the amendment?
Yes.
Very good. You'll now go ahead and vote on the amended motion. See if the motion maker and the seconder have accepted the motion. All those in favor?
Aye.
Those opposed? Hearing none, the ayes have it, the motion passes as amended. Thank you, everyone. All right, the last thing on tonight's agenda is to consider entering into closed session to consider the purchase of lease or real property pursuant to the Michigan Open Meetings Act of 1976, section 15.268, subsection 1(e) of the Michigan compiled laws. Would anyone like to make a motion?
So moved.
Pardon me, Councilmember Gardner, supported by Councilmember Pettengill. Any discussion on the motion? Clerk Brown, can you please call the roll?
Councilmember Gardner,
Yes.
Councilmember Gibson.
Yes.
Councilmember Pattengill,
Yes.
Mayor Toby,
Yes.
Councilmember Schmink,
Yes.
Councilmember Albert,
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tem Bone.
Yes.
Thank you.
The ayes have it. We'll be entering the closed session here shortly, folks.